LuxAir Jets is excited to announce the new, most convenient way to fly nonstop from Lexington to historic Saratoga Springs throughout the racing meet. We are now offering exclusive group packages on our luxurious private jets. Each package offers a once-in-a-lifetime experience that you can share with your friends, family, or business partners. Call for pricing and availability.
Time once again for the Saratoga Report, brought to you by LuxAir Jets, a name to remember if you're traveling between Keeneland and Saratoga anytime this summer. Well, they've drawn the Saturday card, and what a card it is. 11 races, not a single claiming race on the card. The naysayers may object a little bit. Some of the fields are a little on the small side, but it's really a great card, and you're not going to be able to wait to get those DRFPPs and start handicapping. Of course, the feature event is the Jim Dandy. It's a Grade 2, only 5 starters, but 2 of the 5 are the Derby and Preakness winner Always Dreaming and Cloud Computing. It's the first time the Derby and Preakness winner have ever met in the Jim Dandy. Also in the field, Good Samaritan. You might remember him finishing third as the favorite in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf off a bad trip for trainer Bill Mott. Hasn't been quite as good as expected this year, so they're going to try him on dirt for the first time. Strictly a turf horse up to now on dirt in the Jim Dandy. Also, Pavel, runaway maiden winner for trainer Doug O'Neill in California in his only start, and the speedy Giuseppe the Great for trainer Nick Zito. The only Grade 1 on the card is the Vanderbilt, and some bad news this morning. The Vanderbilt lost its starting high weight and likely favored Whitmore this morning. Nothing serious. That's the good news. Whitmore injured a foot a little bit on the flight over here, according to trainer Ron Moquette. He's just going to need a few days to recuperate, but doing the right thing by the horse and not trying to force the issue and run him on Saturday. Whitmore is going to stay here and train. No determination yet on where he's going to run next, but still a pretty good field. AP Indian, who was second to Whitmore in the Maryland Sprint, not going to get a chance to avenge the defeat, but he's now the high weight and likely favorite in here. Limousine Liberals in from Kentucky. Birdsong going to turn back to 6 furlongs off a really super work here earlier in the meet. Also Awesome Banner, L Deal, Ready to Rise, Spartiatus among the starters. We have the Grade 2 Bowling Green, a little surprised. A turf race, a Grade 2 turf race, drawing only 7 starters, but among the starters are Ascend and Sadler's Joy, who finished first and third respectively in the Manhattan, as well as Bigger Picture. Bigger Picture was the winner of the UN in his last start. The fourth stake on the card comes a little bit earlier in the day. It's the first of the 4 stakes. It's the Grade 2 Amsterdam, which is really a prep for the Alan Jerkins, formerly the King's Bishop. We'll see later in the meet. Coldfront, 2 for 2 for trainer Todd Pletcher, might be the favorite. An Invader from Gulfstream Park in Florida. Mo Cash for trainer Ron Spatz. First time Ron Spatz ever ran a horse at Saratoga, and he's got a big chance to pull off an upset in the Grade 2 Amsterdam. Mo Cash finished second in his last start in the carryback at Gulfstream, where he really extended the odds-on favorite 3 rules before settling for second money. So, like I said, a great card on Saturday. 4 big graded stakes, 11 races on the card, no claiming races. As for this morning, one workout dimension of significance. The racetracks were drying out today from a lot of rain over the last couple of days. Both the Oklahoma track and the main track had some moisture in it this morning. But Motown, the Remsen winner from last year as a 2-year-old, made that training track look fast for trainer Tony Dutrow. 5 in 59 and change. His first 2 races this year, a bit disappointing, but good news. Maybe he's ready to bounce back. Motown, we'll see him later, I guess, in one of the 3-year-old races, perhaps later in the meet. Well, we're starting a new week here, but lots to look forward to later in the week. And I'm going to have Dave Grenning. That's also good to look forward to tomorrow. We're going to take a closer look at some of these stakes on Saturday, including the Jim Dandy from his perspective. And then maybe Friday, if I can get Mike Vesey over here, we'll look at these races from a clocker perspective as well. And it's going to be all right here on DRF.com.